North Korea and South Korea. Now, this isn't North Korea and South Korea, but it is Cho Myong-gin shakes hands with North Korean Chief Delegate Ri Son-gwon after their meeting at the village of Ponjumo in the demilitarized zone dividing the two Koreas. This happened today. Today, people, today. And here's the deal. North Korea's negotiating team crossed the border Tuesday by foot, walking about 100 yards to a conference building for the first high-level talks with South Korea in 2 years. Seated across from each other at a long rectangular table, diplomats from both sides expressed the need to improve frosty relations. It wouldn't be an overstatement to say that the inter-Korean relationship is more frozen than the natural climate. But despite the cold weather, the people's desire for the improvement of the inter-Korean relationship remains unfrozen. Now, this was said by North Korea's chief negotiator, Ri Son-gwon. Early into the talks, North Korea agreed to send a delegation to the Winter Olympics. That's right, guys, to the Winter Olympics. Now, the Winter Olympics will be held next month in Pyeongchang, South Korea. About 11 hours of negotiations later, the two sides announced even more. Future military talks. Future military talks. Reinstatement of a hotline and other dialogue to ease tensions between the two countries. This is great. This is great. This is positive. Listen, I don't buy into this whole thing that we need to be afraid of North Korea. I think North Korea is basically backed into a corner. You level it, you bombard it with sanctions after sanctions after sanctions. People are starving in North Korea. What else can they do except defend themselves? I think the U.S., us, we need to stop trying to rule the world. Yeah, stop trying to rule the world. That's what I think we need to do. But, hey, that's just my opinion. This is the way I see things. I just figure like everybody's got a right to govern themselves. Every countries are, but if they're on their own sovereign countries, they have their own politics. Anyway, on to this. Progress around the Olympics beginning February 9th itself is a feat. The North pledged to send a big delegation of athletes, officials, spectators, a press corps, performers, and a cheering squad. Man, there is nothing like sports. Sports brings people together. That's the power of sports, and that's what they're going to be using as a conduit to unite both the countries and ease the tensions. Now, could go another way because sports also bring up a nationalist type pride. People be like, hey, this is my team, and I don't know about this officiating. We're playing on your field, so you're your team, and it could go bad. But hey, I'm going to reserve judgment. I'm just going to say, make sure that the referees or the people doing the judging or whatever, what have you, that it's all like split. Like, make it split. But look, this is important. It will mark the first time the North takes part in the Winter Games since 2010 in Vancouver. So this is a big deal. I hope it leads to less tensions. I hope it leads to more peace and less talk of nuclear devastation.